Alright, welcome back to my little wargaming channel and our little epic marathon of two games of Midway Solitaire. One was with the regular rules, and now I'm on the full Monty version, all the optional rules. We got a battle going on here, and the activated route was, I forgot which route it was. I think it might have been Fort Mosby. We fought them off. And now in our turn, we're going to take advantage of the Task Force 16 in the area. We went ahead and moved them up from New Caledonia, figuring the best defense and a good offense. We're going after the Imperial Japanese Navy 1st Carrier Strike Force Invasion Force. They're located here, getting ready to land at New Caledonia. I guess that New Caledonia is part of Australia, so they'll be kind of invading Australia if they get to this home base. So it's game over. Sudden death, defeat for the Allies. So this is a big battle. You can see the battle board is definitely stocked. There's all the units or ships that are in their 1st Carrier Strike Force. He's got 2 carriers and a bunch of destroyers here in the invasion force. He's only got a cruiser and transport, but the transport's carrying some infantry, some Marines. Looks like Japanese Marines maybe. And opposing it is just one task force, but we got a couple carriers, but their squadrons are depleted. We got a cruiser, some destroyers, and a early warning cruiser, that AVD-12. I don't know what that means, but advanced AVD, I don't know, advanced, who knows. But anyway, we were at it. We were going for this battle. Now I initiated the battle by moving my task force on up here. Now looking at it, we might have bit off more we could chew. We'll see how it goes. We're ready for our combat. Now another thing is we'll be using optional rule combats too, so we got a regular combat procedure here, but we'll be flipping through the book to optional rules and AAA coordination. You could read that there real quick. Alright, so we're ready. Combat step, air to air. Now the old 1st Carrier Task Force and these carriers launched a couple of combat air patrol missions. That's what CAP stands for. And the first thing our squadrons heading to sink these carriers got to do is get through these combat air patrols planes. The first one's going to fire is going to be this A6M, coming from the carrier Zukeku. That's how I pronounce it. Let me see here. Zuikeku, I guess that's what it would be. Anyway, he's on a 4. Now let's see what he'll be going for. He'll be going for the best one. I guess he'll be shooting at that one with the spruance on him. It'll knock him down, so 4 less for the first shots. Oh, he gets it. Not good, and that is not a good way to start off this battle. This one is destroyed. I guess the spruance will still go over here to 16, but the modified plane that I was giving it his modification to is out of the game. Eliminated units. There you go. From the Enterprise. Not a good start. Alright. Now, oh, you know what we could do? Hold on, stop this. I'm getting a little bit too carried away here for myself. Where is that eliminated unit from the Enterprise? I guess he'll get to shoot back. Oh, you know what? When he's reduced, he has no shoot back capability, so he will be going down as eliminated. Alright, well, that's it. Next one. From the carrier Hyru, I guess. He'll be firing 1 die, looking for 2 or less. He'll be going for that second SBD, Naval Air aircraft. What would that be? Dive bomber? Surface bomber, dive, or not torpedo. Well, it's a bomber. Anyway, we'll see. 2 or less. Does he get a fire back capability? No, that top number parentheses is 0. So 2 or less. Alright, we survived that one. Alright, now we'll get our escorts. Looking from Lexington, our fighter. 3 or less to shoot down that A6M fighter. And he's shooting with the 3 or less from Lexington. Gets it. Alright. It's that cat fighter. So some of the planes in the squadron have been knocked down and he's reduced strength. Our next escort, 3 or less, same thing. We got some good escorts. Too bad our cat fighters got to him first. We're going to try to chase them off here. 3 or less from the Enterprise. Looking for a low number. Don't get it on that one. Alright, cat fighters. Fired at the fighters and bombers. Attacking escorts fired at the cat fighters only. Nobody fired at this one here, so he can't fire back. Just that top one from the Lexington. So next will be bombers may only fire at fighters that fired on them, which didn't happen. Anti-air stat fire all ground and naval units. Air combat factors at enemy air units. This is where we'll initiate some optional rules. Alright, so it is now the fire all ground and naval units, air combat factors, and enemy air units. Alright, so naval units. I have to see who I'm going to assign these 2 bombing or torpedo runs. So it's a bomber there, a torpedo. I guess it's down there in that Enterprise. That's a torpedo run. So we'll have to find out which one we want to fire at. Oh, let's see here. We're going for a carrier. A carrier. They both seem to be the same thing. 3 capacity. So I'll take the Lexington. We'll both go after one. Oh, wow. Does it make it matter? Yeah, we'll both go after a different one. There you go. So that's the way you do it. You line them up. And we'll take you to that. U.S. air units versus Imperial Japanese naval units. Line up all U.S. air units that are targeting each Japanese naval unit. Each Imperial Japanese naval unit then conducts an anti-air attack against an individual U.S. air unit attacking a naval unit. Then the ones that survive fire at that. This is an exception to general rule that a unit can fire only once per round. Alright, well, let's see what's going on here. The Zuikaku. 3 dice or 1 die, 3 or less. He gets it. Eliminates this guy. Coming on down on him. But he is history. Eliminated. There is no more left in that squadron. That is not good. Alright, the next one. 3 or less. Coming after the Enterprise's torpedo bomber. 3 or less. He misses. Not a torpedo bomber. We'll be going after him with a 1 or less. Can we do it? Need some luck. No good, no good. I was asking for a lot. Alright, now what do I need to do here? These guys are all up here. He's made his run. What do we have going on here now? These aircraft here are attacking the task force. We went after the escorts, went after the bombers, so let's make sure we're doing this right. It does say here, though, Imperial Japanese air units against U.S. naval units use a standard procedure. So we will go to our all-ground naval units, air combat factors, and enemy air units. So we have to see who's going for us. Alright. Huh. What do we do here? We can fire all these? That's crazy. Let me see this here. Oh, combat execution. All air units, naval combat factors. Alright, well, all my air units get to fire. Alright, the 3, he'll go for the Hyrule. 3 or less. Go for that first one. That's full strength. With that 5 or less. Ooh, that's a killer. It's a veiled dive bomber. He ain't gonna survive the onslaught though. 3 or less. 5. Nothing for the Enterprise's anti-aircraft. Lexington will fire now. 2 or less. Oops. 4. No good. Come on, boys. Gotta do it. He's coming on down. Cruisers. 3 or less. 6. Destroyer. 3 or less. 6. Looks like we got a doggy dog. Hairs around here. Board's been sitting around for a while, so it gets dusty. Alright. Looking for our last 2. A 3 or less. From the destroyer against that potent bomber. He's going to nail somebody, so we got to get him. 3 or less. 5. Oh no. 1 or less. Oh, it was a 1. 6. No good. So he survives the hailstorm. Alright. Fire all units at eligible. Fire all units at eligible ground units. It's combat fire. Okay, now we fire. We're not firing any coastal defense units, so we'll skip this. Fire all naval units. Naval combat strike. Oh, what the heck? Oh, fire all. Well, hold on. All right, we just did anti-air step. Now we'll do anti-naval step. That's it. We're there. Fire all units, naval combat factors. So we did this. The Enterprise is done. These guys are done. These cap guys are done. These fighters here just went through the hailstorm and made it. So we will roll for the Hyru's BBR naval aircraft, a veiled dive bomber, 5 or less. Going for the Enterprise to hit it. 6. We'll take that. All right. Well, we're still down in the woods yet. The old Mother Vale, squadron of Vales. This one's been reduced. There's only maybe say 3 planes out of 5 in the squadron left. All right, they're coming down here for the Enterprise also. Let's get the Enterprise. 3 or less. Oh. Alright, well, let's see here. Attacking US naval air units to hit for a carrier. We gotta roll. No matter what, it's gonna be damaged. We just gotta make sure it's not sunk. We need a 1 to 3. A low number. Looking for a low number. 2. It's just been damaged. Alright, we'll take the Enterprise and we'll put her over here in US damaged units. But there you go, she is damaged. And that, I think it's gonna, oh, hold on a second, we got a naval to naval fight coming on here now. We are not done yet. Alright, surface engagement step, fire all naval units, naval combat, strengthen enemy surface naval units. Alright, we'll definitely be doing that. Oh, AAA coordination has nothing to do with that. Alright, it's a ship-to-ship fight because we're all in the same area. I didn't launch planes from here going all the way over here, so we're all in the same area. This is where it could get interesting. Be right back. Alright, so in the midst of the air battle, we were heading towards each other's task forces. We would figure out planes would get there first and take care of their combats. Now we're all within gun range. Let the firing begin. There's going to be a hail of fire here First one will be my cruiser. Enterprise has no anti-ship guns. So the cruiser here will be rolling a 3 or less. That middle numbers that we're looking at. And I'm going for his carrier. So 3 or less to hit his carrier. 1. We'll take that. Oh. Attacking USOK unit type. That is a cruiser for us. CA. We gotta roll anything but a 1. We need a high number. Looking for a high number to nail this sucker. Oh. Uh-oh. This could be a first. A 1. Okay, well, you gotta take it to come out. No effect. 8. Alright, our next cruiser. And this will be back and forth. We won't do nothing. Let me see here. Our destroyer's rolling 1 die. Looking for a 1. Going for another carrier. 1 or less. 3. No good. No good. No good. Alright, next. A destroyer. That's our last shot. 1 or less to go after a carrier. 2. Something tells me this isn't going to come out good. Alright, their carriers, no anti-naval gunfire. Their destroyer, rolling a 2 or less to hit my carrier, the Lexington. 2 or less with some gunfire. It's a 6, alright. This could be a bad strategy getting so close. 2 or less with more destroyers. Hit my carrier. Alright. These guys can't shoot. One more time. 2 or less to hit my carrier. 5. Okay, they'll take care of the first carrier strike force. Now here at the invasion force. Oh, we almost got away from it, people. But the old invasion strike force got a nice cruiser. Nice cruiser. The only thing worse than that would be a battleship. Rolling 1 die, 4 or less to take care of the Lexington. 5. Alright, we survived. That is it. Amphibious assault. There's nothing amphibious assault with, so we're not worried about that. Bombardment. We don't have a coastal defense unit. See, there's nothing here. It's just a space out in the middle of the ocean. So we're right there. This Navy base. Amphibious assault. No. Amphibious assault succeeded. Blah, 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 blah. No matter result of first steps, all battles are complete. Multiple rounds are not. Return all surviving units. Oh, that's right. Surviving ground units remain in place. During no ground units. Determine if a side must retreat. Oh, it'll be key. Alright. We return everybody back to their ships. We'll be right back. Looking underneath 7 there, it says if there are both U.S. Navy and Imperial Japanese Task Force in the same spot, then A, if we're in a Japanese controlled objective space, then we withdraw, that's not an objective space. If the task force is in a U.S. controlled objective space, the Imperial Navy withdraws. That don't apply. C does, though. If the space is not an Imperial Navy objective space and it's outside U.S. Navy or the Imperial Japanese Navy defensive perimeter to the east or southeast of the line, the Imperial Japanese Navy Task Force will withdraw once spaceports are home base, and yes, task force remain in place. So we're outside of this line, so he's going back. Alright, that'll help. Definitely gives us a little bit of breathing room. He will go back to his Solomon's Island controlled space. We'll put, see, they got that controlled. We can get it controlled if we get an invasion force there and attack it, but we ain't got none in the area now. Fortunately for us, Task Force 16 stays there and made a retreat. That's what it was all about. Alright, that'll take care of that little battle, and I'd say that was a success, even though Enterprise is damaged. She had a couple good little squadrons full strength. Oh, Lexington's got just one fighter squadron left. I guess a squadron with 3 planes in it, maybe? Who knows? But we are moving on to G4 logistics action. We can repair damaged naval units. Yes. We love doing that. Repair damaged naval aircraft. Repair damaged land aircraft. Well, we really don't have anything damaged. But the Enterprise. Everybody else is eliminated. Alright, we're going to be back with logistics action. Might call this a vid. We'll have to see how long it's running. We'll be back. Alright, so we will try to repair. See if we can get a quick turnaround on the old Enterprise. We will roll on the repair table. And for a carrier, no effect 1 to 3. 4, 5, or 6 to repair the Enterprise. And he's at Pearl, we're saying. No good. Alright. He stays damaged. The old shipyard crew let us down. Let us down, man. Didn't do a historical repair. Alright, well that'll be it. We'll go to logistics segment. That's what we just did. Administrative phase. This marker here. We'll go over to the played markers. We'll take that. Unfortunately, in our logistic segment, we didn't pick a chit, so we have no idea which one of these 4 routes is going to be activated now. We're switching all these over to unspotted for our administrative phase. And that's it. We're ready for another chit draw. We'll do that. We'll call it a vid. Oh, having a good time here in the fall. Just got done doing 60 hours though, and oh man, it is kind of dry. We have not had any rain to interrupt or give me any time off. We had one rainstorm. Well, we had actually 2 days where it was supposed to rain, but it never materialized. Or it was a lot enough rain where they were just going to push it on through and work, you know. Just a little drizzle here and there. They don't mind if they put on a rain jacket. It's just when it gets like a steady shower that we'll call it. So time's getting short though, and it's getting cool. Cold weather shut me down too, so hopefully I can make it till December. That's what I'm looking for, but till then, man, we're busting it. We're busting our butts. Lucky I got enough energy or time to play a game, but you got to make time, and we had a good day. Did some yard work. It ain't really, leaves are still in the trees. It's beautiful out. It's almost getting about prime foliage. But we do a little bit of yard work, and then in the evening, a little bit of gaming. We'll call this a video. Well, we'll hold on a second. Let's go ahead and find out where the Japanese are coming from next. Here's the overlook, though. Man, if they pick Mosby, if we get an MO. Oh, you know what? Well, he's still got planes here and everything. He hasn't taken this yet. I still got my base here. Now, were we supposed to have... Hold on a second. We might have did something wrong here. I think I looked at this over, though, and he didn't get a chance to do it because he didn't clear the base, so... Let's see here. Oh. Yeah, we still got our coastal defense unit there. We'll look and see if we did that wrong. Oh, no we didn't. Hold on here. I'll show you why we did it right. I'm just now noticing it. Everybody back. Alright, he's got a covering force and a guard task force out in the waters around Port Mosby. But his invasion force to actually take the objective is still off, so there you go. So we still got a chance here. I don't think you can get a sudden death victory. We already bought us some time on this one. Then I've yet to use the Midway route. You can look at that right there. Invasion Midway. Wow, there's a lot of ships on that sucker. So let's pull. Let's see what goes on. What will be the next route the Japanese want to make a push on? And it could be, hold on a second. All right. Little cough break. Let's see here we got. all the way out there. Not in my hand, nothing in my hand. There's all kinds of them in there. You can hear them. Here we go. Is it going to be an optional one? Because we still got all these, where are these at? Oh, shoot. Inserts. Oh, well. We have some optional chips here to give them a real big offensive capability. We'll see which one it is. It is the redeploy. See, it's one of those optionals. So let's see what goes on here. Redeploy. Oh, shoot. Where do I see that at? Now, here we are. Optional rules. Oh, intelligence, surprise move, weather. Where do I see that at? There were some other chits. Alright, well, I won't bore you with this, and we'll be right back. Alright, it's on the card. That's why I'll never find it looking through the special operations markers. That's what I was wanting to talk about. Alright, redeployment. Check each route line, starting with the Midway, Aleutians, Mosby, and finally the Sullivan's route. And my screen here is really dark. I know it records light, but for some reason it is dark as get out. So I'm gonna have to look and see here. Did I do this? Yeah, I did. Oh, here we go. Here comes the light. I wonder if it's because it's not charged. Oh well. It does not control any objective spaces placed. Alright. They do control Imperial Japanese objective space. If they do not, so we don't get to put the marker back in. If the Imperial Japanese Navy controls an Imperial Japanese Navy objective space on a route, each task force on that route must just check for redeployment. Huh, okay. Well, the only one that they own is Solomon's. They ain't got Port Mosby yet, so let's see if there's any more control. Already played. Just each task force on that route. So they got this. Huh. So what they're telling me basically is redeployment. They're going to. They got their little objective space here. And they're going to take care of these two little task forces, redeploy them elsewhere where they think they're needed, which could be good for us. Which definitely could be good for us. All right, I got something beeping over here. Sounds like it might be a smoke alarm or something. Oh, you know what? It's my camera. Huh. I just reset. There you go. You see over there, just reset the blueness, all those blue screens. That's what it was. It does it every once in a while. All right, that is it. We'll call it a video. When we come back, we will find out what goes on with redeployment. Huh. So I guess, like I said, they're going to get rid of these task forces and maybe redeploy them elsewhere. We'll find out when we come back. Happy trails.